my. How about the Chicago Sky? That's right. My. How about the Chicago Sky? They're going to take the court. That's right. They're going to take the court. You know, Angel Reese had successful surgery, but the Chicago Sky's got the Washington Mystics tonight, and they're looking to keep the train rolling. That's right. My. How about the Chicago Sky in the blue? All access. We got it for you. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. And I'm going to talk to you about the Chicago Sky. Dude, they got it going. They got it going in the right direction. And they got things moving again in the right way. They made another recent signing. Davis picked up another player. So they're going and doing things. This is a journey. And when you make a journey like this, it's something you just got to commit to. It's not something you run away from. And I see it as successful. You got Jeff B. and you got Coach Witherspoon. Okay, they're going to rock hand in hand. They want players to follow the system. Okay, give an effort, get on the defensive end and play your game. But they're still in the hunt, and looks like things are moving in their direction. So they're going to be playing tonight against the Mystics, which they've got playoff implications. That things are riding on the line, and they're sitting pretty in this, which means they got a few ways they can go, but it can come out the way you need it to go. Now, what really is on the table? You got somebody who's getting a second chance, okay, and that's Evans. Evans is getting another shot, another bite at the apple. Spoon likes her and says he likes her a lot, so they're getting another bite at the apple. They want her to play tough defense. 94 feet is what they're looking for. And you know what? When you put the ball pressure in there, folks, I'll tell you, you put the ball pressure in it and all the guards, and I mentioned this earlier. Okay, you got 94 feet of ball pressure. You got active hands. Your job as a goal is to disrupt the offense, okay? And if you defense dictates offense, there's no doubt about it. Chicago played a good ball game last time they went out. First game without Angel Reese, and, you know, prayers going out. Angel Reese did come back that she had her surgery and had successful surgery. So Angel Reese is looking in a positive light. She got it taken care of so things can come back and go her way. Now the Chicago Sky have got to be the Chicago Sky. And what does that mean? You got to follow the game plan that Coach Witherspoon's laying out. Okay, it doesn't get any easier. Okay, it doesn't change. Everything is the same. You just got to follow the game plan. If you follow the game plan, you got Camilo Cardoso's got the box. Okay, you got Harrison's going to open that up, run it high-low, effective passing, can run it back to the wings. So the Chicago Sky have got to do what the Chicago Sky know how to do. Trinity Carter knows how to play basketball. There's no doubt about it. I like Trinity Carter at the one spot. Why do I like Trinity Carter at the one spot? Is one, she's got the dribble entry. She can get it started strong enough with the basketball. Evans is always going to be on my heart, but Evans always likes to pass the ball from a distance. And if you can't get the dribble drive penetration to set up the offense, to draw the defense, then you're looking at turnovers, and that's what the guards can't do. Now, the Mystics are not a team that's easy to beat. Teams are playing spoiler role right now. So the Chicago Sky got to play their game. Let their defense speak for itself. As I said, Cardoso is going to have to come up big, and you're going to have to make this work the way you make it work, because the Chicago Sky are not a team that wants to get into a game or a shootout or anything like that. You want to stay within your game to play your game. And if you do that, let me tell you what I mean, folks. You already got them beat. You got the Mystics beat if you stay in and play your game, okay? And it's really just an inside-out game. You relocate, you find it, and you really take care of the basketball. Now, is Bantam going to shoot it well tonight? That's always a concern for me. I mean, I know she's a shooter, but it's streaky. It's up and down. What do I mean by up and down? Up one game, down the next, okay? The consistency needs to come, and that's what Trinity Carter brings. Harrison has brought a stability to know that we've got something in our 4 and our 5. Now you got to get something out of the Shields, who's got to come in there and really is a tweener between a 2 and a 3, but it's got to be able to play the defense the way you need it. And Evans has got to stay within herself. Really, you don't need the guards trying to touch the paint to knock down shots. That's not a solution. You relocate in the three-point area, you knock down the three-point shot. So the Chicago Sky got a big one. They want to stay in contention. They believe they've got the right players. And again, you got to watch this because you got one rookie now, which is a champion. Carmilla Cardoso is going to lead it. And Harrison's giving her extra punch, so that's probably we can get the same production she had. You got Allen's got to play good basketball. You know, you really got to be smart about it. Allen, the last couple games has. So maybe she's getting it because you don't want to make the turnovers. So this whole thing has got to come together from the Chicago Sky, really just following the game plan. And, you know, when you get to Coach Witherspoon and what she believes, she's kind of simple. It's nothing really complicated that she's asking for. She's just asking for you to play basketball and play it the way we do it. That's it. And if you do that, things will take care of themselves. Don't try to force it. And all of a sudden, the Chicago Sky, really, if you look at it under Coach Witherspoon, they went from teams that don't even shoot the three to knocking down threes and shooting over 40%. That's huge. To going from no threes to shooting over 40% in the last couple games, that's huge. Okay, you got to take what you can get and take what the defense gives you. That's the way Witherspoon wants to play it. And guards, be smart, be able to take care of the basketball, get the offense started, and recognize, okay, where you are in that offense. Defensively, you got to have a defensive rotation, and that's something that's really important. I think the Sky are going to try to make a little run and squeeze it. I thought they could beat the Aces. I thought I would have seen it then. That didn't happen. So now we're going to look at, can we regroup, come back again, and let's step up and do what we have to do. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. My. How about the Chicago Sky? That's what I tell you. Team can be dangerous if it wants to, and this team presents a little danger. The guard play has got better. Okay, it has to stay within itself, be smart, and it has to play defense because now you're going to go against teams. If you make the playoffs, the guard play is extremely good, and you got to match up in that arena. I think the Sky are going in the right direction. I think they can finish out playoff or no playoff. Really, that's not going to be the determinant factor. If they get in, can they make a run? That's what you want to know. Because making the playoffs, usually that's not a team goal. Making a run is. But Chicago Sky are going to take what they can. Again, they just lost Angelreese, which, is we are in prayers. Everything goes well. But one thing I'll tell you, when you take a player that has that much attention, a lot of times it can be challenging. So when I knew when Angelreese was no longer going to be playing, that would open up more options for the Chicago Sky because the game is different. Harrison looks at the game. I'm talking about Isabel. She looks at it differently. And when a player looks at the game differently, that's really going to make the team look at it differently. And she's going to make the team play a different way. I mean, I'm going to be honest. Harrison's going to make the Sky play a different way. That's basketball. And that's what you got to accept. And then you're going to see who else comes off, who else is going to be electrified and give some. Banner needs to get in there and really start getting in the stat other than shooting. Okay, because, if you're just going to shoot the ball, we can find anybody. But we got to start facilitating, and we got to start playing some defense, rebounds, steals. And defense dictates offense. I think that's what the Chicago Sky can deliver. Now we're going to put it on the court again and try to get the victory and make a run. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. My, Chicago Sky. They're going to play Washington Mystics, and Witherspoon's looking for another victory. I think they can get it if they stay consistent as a team. And, you got to look at it. They got to get the 50-50 balls, and they got to be able to control the pace and the tempo, and really they can win the ball game. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. We are powered up by Fanatics. We'll just bringing it to you. My, Chicago Sky. I think they get a victory. I thought they would have beat the Aces. They just couldn't respond to the run. But it will be different tonight, and we'll let you know about the outcome. We'll see you soon.